What's up, guys? My name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be giving you an honest review of Grow Channels by Razvan Paraschiv. I'm going to apologize. I probably butchered that pronunciation. So sorry. Regardless, my assumption that is if you're watching this video, you're somebody who probably wants to learn how to make money online, whether that's like you want to replace your entire income, maybe just a side hustle, you're trying to save up for something like buying a house, or maybe you're getting married. I don't know. Well, for me, a couple of years ago, I was in a job that I absolutely hated and I needed to get out of it. And I started taking courses on anything and everything, any subject that I could get my hands on. I started taking courses on because I needed to get out of my job. I needed to figure out how to replace all my whole income. And I also didn't want to be working 50, 60-hour weeks like I was doing at the time. So I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more passive, and I wanted something that was going to make me good money, right? So I stumbled upon what I'm doing now. And the reason why I like to share this information with other people is that I think it's really important to have a lot of information when it comes to making decisions. And I wish somebody had told me about this opportunity sooner. So that's why I always share. So what I do is essentially I build websites and I rent them out to business owners. I'm going to give you a more like concrete, tangible example of this. Let's say I build a website that says like tree removal, like tree services in Salt Lake City, Utah, right? I build the website, typically about 1 to 5 pages. I do really generic branding on the front end, maybe some stock images, things like that. And then on the back end, I do some really basic SEO, just enough to be ranking on the top sections of like Google or a different search engine. And within a couple days, I'm ranking and I'm getting phone calls, emails, and leads coming in, because of this website. At this point is when I'm going to be calling up an actual local tree service person in the area, and I basically negotiate a deal that says you pay a flat monthly fee in order to be getting these leads coming directly to your contact information every single month. So I typically charge anywhere from $500 a month to $2,000 a month. Really just depends on like the niche and the area where they're at. It's really easy to get yeses simply because like this is a service that business owners want and need. So it's not hard to sell somebody on something that they genuinely want or need in order to keep moving forward with their business, right? So it doesn't require a lot of like crazy sales tactics or anything like that. I've been doing this for the past 5 years and been making about $10,000 to $15,000 a month doing it, which has been absolutely incredible. And the cool part is that once I do all of the work on the front end, which is building a website and getting a client, it is completely passive after that. I automatically set up like payments to be run, so I don't even have to do that every month. Occasionally there will be some kind of like algorithm change where I need to go and like kind of work on the SEO a little bit, but that's really few and far between. Like it's nothing that's crazy. And then from there, I'm just making money. So if this sounds like something that is interesting to you, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description box below and like see what it's all about and maybe want to get started on this business model. Otherwise, I do want to tell you about, of course, what you came here for, Grow Channels course review. So Grow Channels is an online coursing community created by Razvan Paraschiv. It's really designed to teach individuals how to build and monetize like faceless YouTube accounts. Now, he does this in a different way than like what I have seen previously in a lot of my course experience. So basically what this guy does is he actually teaches you how to outsource all of the work to like freelancers, right? So using a platform like Fiverr or even just like finding local freelancers who are nearby on like local Facebook community groups and things like that. So that's kind of what his idea is. What I have seen in the past people do when it comes to faceless YouTube channels is things like, my husband really likes this like shoe shine video. He uses it to go to sleep every once in a while, and it's just nobody's face. It's just a pair of shoes and somebody shining the shoes. I don't get it, but this YouTube channel garners millions of views every single video, which is insane to me. And then my son actually really likes to watch trains on YouTube, and not like Thomas and Friends trains, like not cartoons. No, literally some guy named Mike Armstrong sets up his tripod in different states and he just records trains going by. And he gets millions of views for doing that. That is what I have seen as like faceless YouTube channels. Now, what this guy teaches is a little bit different than that because he wants like actual people's faces in it, just not yours. And you're outsourcing all of the work. Now, my issue with this is that one, you just never know if a YouTube video is going to pop off. Like, you can do all the things that the gurus say, but there's a lot of trial and error with it, and it's not guaranteed. So that's the first thing, because you have to pay these people up front for their work. And then the second thing is that this kind of has to go with the first thing, but when you have paid these people for their work and you might not get paid for that video. You could make a ton of money off that video, right? But also maybe not. Like, you just don't know. And I think there's some risk in that. And I think the other way, like recording trains or shining people's shoes or video landscape of like Montana, I don't know. Like, those are actually the ways that you should maybe try and figure out YouTube as a whole before you go and pay other people to do it for you, personally. That is just my opinion. So I would maybe start with a different YouTube course if like that's what you are really wanting to do, because I think YouTube is a very diverse landscape as far as like the algorithm goes. Plus, this course can cost about $6,000 to $8,000, so it's not cheap. I mean, all of the money that's coming up front with this, it can add up. And again, there are just no guarantees. So I would maybe be wary of this. If you're still interested in learning how to make money passively, again, check out the link in the description box below. Otherwise, I wish you guys the best of luck in your money-making journeys, and I'll see you in the next video.